Welcome to the GamePlayActivated podcast. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, my name is Gus, but you can call me Skippy.
And my name is Orichan, but you can call me Orichan.
And today we've reversed the intro a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, you did the talking.
Yes, indeed. Some changes. Always fun.
Always fun. Today we're going to talk about some gaming news.
Well, as you may remember for the previous podcast, I said there would be a trailer for the Kingdom Hearts 3 on the E3, but I was wrong. We got a teaser, but no real hands-on gameplay, no trailer. So my bones were wrong, I guess.
That's sad.
Yep. It was a sad day.
You're a sad panda now.
Yep, I always am, but even more now.
Aww. Also some gaming news. You've got some other gaming news?
I got a recommendation.
Oh, tell me, please. Please do.
Well, I was searching on the internet for some fun games to play.
Yeah.
And I came across Game Theory,
Yeah.
and they were talking about Smite.
Yeah, right, Smite. Yeah.
And I really like mythology.
So do I.
So, the fun thing about it is you can play as different gods from different mythologies and religions from all over the world. So you can play as Aztec gods, or Greek, or not.
Vikings!
Oh, Vikings.
Vikings, of course.
But what is also very interesting, have you ever heard of Journey of the West? One of the 4 great epic novels of China?
No, I haven't. Please tell me.
Well, it's a great story about the Monkey King, as he's called, in this great epic journey to the West. And it's one of the greatest it's one of the greatest pieces of literature from ancient Chinese history.
Right.
And he's also a playable character.
Huh.
And I really want to play like him, but problem is I haven't played it yet. But from the reviews I've heard and from everyone talking about it, it's really good.
Is it a free to play? Do you need to pay
It's
for
free to play.
Is it pay to win?
Probably is.
That's
with most games.
Yeah, most of free to play games.
Yep.
I also have some gaming. It's not real news because it's been announced already.
Mm-hmm.
But
Go ahead.
I really like the Stronghold games. I really like Stronghold, Stronghold Crusader, Stronghold Truth, Stronghold. 3 is not that. Stronghold 3 really, well, at least when I bought it and when I played it, it was really buggy.
Oh, that's very annoying.
And I've deinstalled it. I haven't played it for like a year now.
Oh.
But yesterday I actually installed it, and I think I'm gonna play it again today. Maybe they did some bug fixes and they fixed most of it.
Yeah.
The most thing that really annoyed me was that it had a building limit of 120 buildings.
Oh.
Which is really not much when you're trying to build a large castle on free build mode. So it's just stupid.
There's a limit on free build mode?
Yeah, there's a limit on free build mode, but there is a way to actually go around it. You can in the scripts you actually can change it, but it's just really stupid that it's actually free build mode.
Yeah.
But also they have announced a long time ago actually that one really my favorite Stronghold title, Stronghold Crusader, they're gonna make Stronghold Crusader 2.
Oh, very nice. Very
awesome.
Nice.
And I've already seen some of the videos, some of the gameplay and
Alpha footage.
Yeah, and it actually looks alright.
Oh, that's
and
good
hopefully
to
it
hear.
won't be so buggy. And also, I think they have actually disabled the fork, which they just placed in Stronghold 3, which was really annoying. I wasn't able to play with it.
I can get into that,
yeah. But I'm really looking forward to it.
No, I can see where you're going from now.
Yeah. And also, one of my most favorite games on this earth, Mount & Blade. It's been announced a long time ago that they are going to make Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. But they've also been, it was like a year long, they didn't release anything, not a single piece of information about it.
What a tease.
But then they actually started to release information. And if you go to their website, Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord, you can see a lot of the pictures, the in-game pictures, and some information. And I am really excited. It looks real awesome, real cool.
Ooh, Nordgasm.
Yeah. I did. Yeah, it's a major graphics improvement,
No, that's always fun.
and this is actually set like before the main storyline of Mount and Blade.
Oh, so it's a prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel, and it actually has like this kind of romance.
Romans.
Yeah, the Romans.
Can't go wrong with them.
Can't go wrong with them. So I'm really looking forward to it. It seems really cool. I'm really excited.
Well, nice.
Yes.
Well, I got also a little other bit of gaming news.
News, yeah. News.
All right. There is one game that has come out not so long ago, and it's a really fun game. I looked some walkthroughs of it, and it's a decent fun game, and I really want to play it, but I'm not that rich, so I have to wait. I have to collect money.
And what game are you talking about?
I'm talking about Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it's a really weird concept. It's a modern game made this year, I think. And what's fun? The main weapon of the hero is not a blade. It's not an axe. It's a shovel.
Right.
But that makes for very interesting gameplay. A lot of that it is made completely in an NES style. It's kind of platformer RPG kind of thing. What's fun about the shovel is that it not only works as a weapon, it also works as a kind of transportation. Maybe you ever played DuckTales on the NES?
I never played DuckTales, no.
You can, in DuckTales, you can use your cane as some kind of pogo stick, and that is what Shovel Knight is also capable of. And there are some kinds you can dig into the ground and find gems. And those gems you use to buy things. And it's a really neat looking game. I'm really a big fan of retro stuff. So this is a really welcome change in the normal kind of gameplay.
Right.
Well, that was the gaming bit, I think.
Yeah, I don't have any news.
No, me neither.
No. What shall we talk about now?
Maybe a little recommendation for Opio.
For what?
Opio. It's a very interesting free site I found. Well, you can. It's a kind of internet radio.
Oh. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You remember now.
I remember now.
Well, it's a free internet radio, but instead of normal radio stations, you can select the kind of genre of music you want to listen to, with some subgenres. Unfortunately, not all of them, like pagan and Viking.
No pagan metal, no Viking metal.
Nope.
Fuck this shit.
But it's a really decent site. I mean, I've discovered some really nice music.
Yeah.
And it's really broad. There are all kinds of musical genres you can explore. And if genres are not your thing, you can select the mood you're into right now. So yeah, and I've discovered a lot of nice songs because I'm always searching for new songs to listen. You can listen from 20 or from blues from the 1920s, 1920, until the newest dubstep and all that kind of things, which I also like and enjoy listening to. One of the most fun things I found was the experimental.
Experimental, okay.
Yes.
I've seen you liked one of them.
Yep, I shared one of them, and I think it's a real cool song. Chart Knock. Do not ask me how to spell it because it's kind of weird. From Mouse on Mars. It's just some people would call a random collection of noises.
That's what I would call it, yeah.
Yeah, but it gets progressively more in harmony towards the end of the song. It's really well done. I really like it. So that was Opio. I really recommend this.
Okay.
Link in the description.
Sure, if I remember. Maybe you would like to give me some information about an anime or something.
Yes. A fun little concept we did also last time. Now with my most favorite anime series of all time.
Kingdom Hearts?
There is no anime of Kingdom Hearts, and I'm really sad because there once was a little bit of news. I found out that Disney was planning a Kingdom Hearts anime cartoon kind of thing, but it was scrapped 10 years ago. And since that day, I've never been the same.
Ah.
No, my most favorite anime of all times is Fate Stay Night.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I've talked about it, but I'm gonna explain the concept.
Okay, let's begin.
So it's kind of, the setting is this world in Japan, of course. And there's this one guy. His name is Shiro Emiya. Emiya Shiro in Japanese. I prefer that.
Okay.
Yeah, you twist the names around in
Yeah.
Japanese. But and he's a foster child. He lost both of his parents in a great fire. And since he has been under the wing of a man named Emiya Kiritsugu. So he sees him as his stepfather, and both of them had a really great bond, but after that Kiritsugu also died. So he hasn't got a lot of luck in his life. But yeah, the concept of the anime is that there is magic in this world. There are real magicians, but they have to stay secret because one of the main rules of magic is the more secret it is, the more powerful. Because, yeah, everyone knowing about your powers, it's not really useful.
No, it's not. No.
Well, this Emiya is a kind of not really a magician, but he has some extraordinary powers. At the beginning of the anime, he can touch any object, any mechanical object he wants to, any kind of electronic, and he immediately knows how it functions. It's like his mind's eye goes inside the machine, and he can see all the wires and everything connected to the machine and what's wrong with them. So he's an amateur repairman, because mechanist. Yeah, he can use that power. Mechanic. Just he can use that power just to see inside machines and electronics. And this power is expanded upon further. He can summon weapons later in the series. It's really interesting. But what he didn't know was suddenly he gets, in a very long story, he gets attacked by a man named Lance. Then he slowly finds out, during the help of a classmate who is a true magician, that there is something called the Holy Grail War. Those are 6 different people, there's 7 different people fighting for the Holy Grail.
Wait, a Holy Grail and magicians? This is a Monty Python sketch?
Maybe.
She's a witch!
Burn! No, it's not a Monty Python sketch. Those are fun too, but well, the interesting thing about Fate Stay Night is, these 7 people want the Holy Grail, but the Holy Grail is only able to fulfill the wish of one person. So they've got a lot of fights, so the Magic Association decided to make it a full-out war between 7 people. But seeing that these 7 people could not touch the Holy Grail because that thing is spiritual, they decided to come up with spirits themselves. So they used some kind of device. Let's say the robe of Alexander the Great. They found a piece of his robe, and they can use that to summon the spirit of Alexander the Great into this world.
Wouldn't the robe of Alexander the Great have decomposed by now?
Maybe. Well, there is still dinosaur tissue that's alive today.
And because it's named spiritual,
Mm-hmm.
spirits can touch it.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you must see these servants, as they are called, these spirits. They protect their master, which are the people that summon them. And they try to kill each other off just to get the Holy Grail to fulfill one wish.
And how would you call a master who lures spirits?
Who lures spirits?
Who lures? Lures.
Oh, I don't know.
A masturbator.
Go Casey. It's not time for the random joke of the week yet, you idiot. Can I continue?
Yes, you can.
Alright then. So, Shiro Emiya has some kind of magic inside him. So he accidentally summons the strongest of them all. The heroine Seba. And Seba. I'm not gonna reveal who she is because that's a pretty spoiler. That's a pretty big spoiler. And together they try to obtain the Holy Grail, but Shiro doesn't actually want to fight. Since he has lost both of his parents, he sees it as his obligation to help people.
Right.
So he doesn't want to fight, but seeing that if the Holy Grail is caught by someone with wrong intentions, that is actually the only reason for Shiro to fight. But he works together with that same classmate as we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And she wants the Grail for other purposes. and there are people that want to destroy a part of the world with that Drea, so he has a rough time ahead. It's actually based on a visual novel. So yeah, that's actually the plot of my favorite anime.
Right.
So, what do you think?
First of all, I'm already pretty confused.
You're pretty confused.
Yeah.
You know to get.
I still like my joke. It isn't actually that much stereotypical anime. Okay.
No? Why not?
Well, when I listen to it, it's not like he's got a giant sword and I turn into a sword. Like
Why?
the story from last podcast.
Yes, indeed. But there are some anime things like blade spamming. Throwing lots and lots of goddamn blades to someone and I hope they will die.
By throwing your blade.
Yeah, but there are people who have kinda infinite blades. I cannot talk who because that's a spoiler too.
Saber?
No.
Sword thrower.
Well, one fun thing to mention is that the main character, Shiro, is kind of sexist in the beginning. He believes that he should stand up for all girls because he thinks they are a bit weaker, which is not always true. Hell, especially not. But then he summons Saber, which is way stronger than him, but still he insists that he wants to do the fighting. Well, what's kind of beneficial for for his convictions is that he takes some levels in badass, and near the end of the anime he really becomes a hero and he really is fucking awesome.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Any more things?
No, not really.
Not really.
No.
Well, yeah, there are some cliches here and there. I really like it.
Shall we do a little bit of improv?
Yep, it's time for the random improv.
No, not really improv, it's actually a sketch because we actually written it down.
Yeah, true. Time for the random sketch of the podcast.
Please mind my spelling.
I don't give a fuck. Alright then, I'm going to play a teacher, not just in a normal school, talking about geometry.
And I'm going to play a student.
Yep. Okay. Well, a situation all of you can probably recognize. So, hello there class, please sit down. I'm going to teach you today about geometry. Well then you see... Okay. Oh, I see you raised your hand, Skippy. What's wrong? Is there a question?
Yes, sir. Can I actually ask you a pointless and meaningless question? It will just show the lack of my intelligence.
This motherfucker.
I hope you actually will see a little bit of...
Always those
Daily basis.
random kids, they just stick their hand up and just shit coming from them. And that was the random sketch of the podcast.
Random sketch. Shall I also... No, I don't have a joke.
You don't have a joke?
I actually don't have a joke.
Okay, emergency number one, we don't have a joke.
Let's
come up with quick. Well, Masturbator was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. It is just a joke of the week now. So.
Yeah.
So guys, no joke of the week. Let's show you a little bit of science.
Science.
Science?
Science.
Science.
Science will come to the picture.
Do you have some science?
Let me think. There was something I told you, but I forgot.
You forgot, okay. I also got a little bit of science news.
Come on.
The European Space Agency has blown up atop of a mountain in Chile or Peru to make an observatory.
Awesome.
Yeah. They actually blew up the top of a fucking mountain. It was a mountain, and now it doesn't have a top anymore.
For science.
For science.
For mother science.
For mother science. It's pretty awesome, you know.
That is pretty awesome.
I probably will put a link in the description of this article.
We will do it this time.
We will do it
Don't
this time.
worry.
Don't worry. Let's talk about
philosophy in games.
philosophy. Okay, right.
Alright then, there is a very interesting subject, which is pretty stereotypical, but is broken in my favorite game. Well, you know that the good guys always win and the bad guys always lose.
Yeah.
And that still happens. unless we have a huge mindfuck at the end that the good guys are the bad guys or something.
Hmm.
But in Kingdom Hearts, what is very interesting is there are some characters, mainly Riku, who uses the power of darkness for good intent.
Darkness. The darkness.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Well, he just uses his dark powers for his good intent, and that is really interesting. So it's the kind of topic I wanted to talk about because darkness is actually a very interesting thing. Well, as most people say it's because people do not understand it. The
Right.
true essence of the darkness, people are afraid of. And because people always seem to be afraid of what they don't understand, so they come up with logical explanations like mythology and gods or anything, and darkness is no exception to that. So because it cuts off one of your most important senses, it's immediately associated with fear.
Right, yeah.
But to use the power of darkness for something good is something I haven't seen many times. Maybe you've seen it more than I. Please comment. I would love to read it if you had found. But what are your thoughts on this topic? To use darkness for good, or as Xemnas does, the main bad guy from Kingdom Hearts 2, use light for evil purposes.
I don't know if you could actually use darkness for good.
Why not?
It's dark.
Well, it's a stereotype.
No.
Think of this: you can use evil intent to do good.
Yeah.
I assume you haven't seen Death Note.
No, I haven't.
Well, you can use the Death Note, for instance. It's a little book. You write a name. The one who has written a name died. Well, it's a pretty evil power, right?
Yeah.
The power to kill everyone any way you want. But what if you killed someone that was taking hostages for anything?
Right.
Like
And then
or there is a terrorist who's holding hostage an entire subway station, and you just write the name in, and it dies. Still, it's not really morally good because you still kill a person, but that's one of the hard choices of life.
That's true.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my dear.
So yeah, power of darkness used for light, and power of light to use for dark.
Right. Maybe. What other games you've played recently?
Recently, well, I don't game as much as normally because I don't have that much time left. Well, I gave a little birthday party and I played Street Fighter.
Yeah, we sure did.
Street Fighter 2 with you and some other friends. And I just got a dishonest advantage. I can play whenever I want to.
Yeah.
So, you like them Hadoukens?
I really didn't like them Hadoukens.
Oh, timing.
Yeah, timing. And I've actually bought Stronghold Crusader HD on Steam yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was €2.70. It's like a minute and a half left.
Yep, gotta buy them sales, huh?
Yeah, gotta buy them sales. And I've been playing it all night, so it was real fun. Yeah.
Yep.
I think.
Well, I got another game to play.
Okay.
Blaze Blue. It's the story is really hard to get, and I can't wrap my head around it. I do fully understand Kingdom Hearts. I do not understand Blaze Blue.
Right.
Blaze Blue. It's a one-on-one fighting game with some pretty interesting characters.
Hmm.
I mean, what if I told you there is one guy who uses a katana and ice, one other guy who uses a sword that really looks like a big slab of colored metal, and is kind of a vampire, and you have some kind of cat girl, and then I think 8 other characters like that.
I would think, what the fuck is going on right there?
Yes, exactly. And it's fucking awesome.
Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, of course.
Indeed.
Doesn't really interest me. Not really my thing.
Well, they really are mine. Yeah, and one other thing we can talk about was what I found hilarious. Asphalt Roth. I showed you a small little clip and you were like, what the fuck is
Yeah. Shit was flying everywhere. There was like this giant sword, this giant laser beams. Shit got destroyed. Shit got killed.
Yep.
Someone lost 2 arms. Or 4 arms? 4 arms. 6 arms. I'm still pretty confused by what happened.
Yeah. I mean, if you think you've seen long swords, the one sword that...
I've seen a long sword, yeah.
Stop making everything sexual in the window, Skippy.
I am talking about my dick.
Yeah, you sure are.
My name is Bjorn Longsword.
Anyhow, that blade is able to piercing the fucking earth. So yeah.
Why would you actually want to pierce the earth?
Because why the fuck not? I assume you haven't seen Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann as well?
What?
My drill is a drill that will pierce the heavens.
Right.
Non-anime people do not understand, I'm afraid.
Really?
But yeah, that was some random gibberish.
It was real some random gibberish.
Indeed. Pretty short one this time.
Yeah, pretty short episode. We're a little bit in
a hurry.
In a hurry.
Yep.
Don't have much time.
We are not submitting to the trolls who think it should be shorter.
Nope.
Nope.
Fuck you. Well, we actually don't have any trolls, as we also don't have any fans.
Well, my girlfriend liked it.
Oh, yay!
Because I was in it.
Not because I was in it. Please like me!
Well,
that's gonna be awkward. That was gonna be real hard to edit that out.
Well,
not to edit that out, but to make it like not.
Well, good luck. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop. No, I'm actually not gonna cut it out.
No? Yeah. Oh, well, good luck.
Oh, good luck then. Because it'll make the episode longer, you see. Because now we're just rambling on, and we get more seconds in our episode.
Okay.
So when people see it, they will be just like, oh my god, look how long it is. This might be fun. Maybe they will talk lots of jokes, but no, we're just rambling and rambling on about stupid shit.
Well, those are podcasts. And by the way, people liking it because it's long, I know some instances that happens.
And something just very hard to listen to.
Yep.
We're making a penis joke for those who don't understand.
Indeed. Phallic symbols everywhere. Well, that's pretty much the definition of life. You first had to wade through all the dicks to get the good stuff.
Yeah. You do.
And with that kind of wisdom, we end this episode.
We end this episode. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed listening to the podcast.
Indeed.
I've been Skippy.
And this is Orichan.
Well, not I've been Skippy, but I still am Skippy.
Oh my god, you transformed.
I'm transforming. Right, okay. Goodbye, everyone.
Sayonara, motherfucker.
Bye.